Hey guys, this is Pyronic here, and today we're going to take a look at a Avatar Conquest multiplayer battle in Total War Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai. Yep, I've been playing a bunch of this in multiplayer here, and I don't want to make this too much of a an explanation of what the game is, so I'm just going to head right into it. I brought 3 Yariki and a Shogunate guard cav. 2 Shinsengumi police force, and 2 Imperial infantry and 1 Imperial Guard infantry. My bodyguard, my Armstrong guns, and the astute of you who has looked at my mini-map here see my Yugekitai over here hiding. They have Kisho training, and they can stay perfectly stealthed wherever. They remain hidden while firing, and you will see what they accomplish a little later. I couldn't stop laughing after I finished this battle, and the name of the replay was Yugekitai. Holy shit, LOL. My opponent here, SCV, is brought Vermilion Bird Forest, Black Bear, Black Bear, Black Bear, Black Bear, General, Armstrongs, 1, 2, 3, 4 Yariki. So he's got, significantly more normal line infantry. He's got the same number of cav, but one of mine is Shogunate Guard cav. And also one of my Yariki here is rank 5 and has some attack upgrades. So this is the map Nishizawa Valley, and we have the morale shrine here and the farmhouse up here. But I desperately wanted to just go for this shrine and try and control that for the whole match. So let's get started. The first thing you'll notice is that I'm setting up my Armstrong guns immediately. They aren't quite in range to his units, but as the match continues, we will be fighting. So they are going to have to get closer, especially when I just go and take this shrine. I'm sort of rushing all my infantry there, and one shot took out 8 of the men in my Armstrong gun party. So it's been a while since I played this game, this replay. What I think happened is that his Armstrong has significantly more vet. Yeah, it's rank 7, which means he has extended range on his Armstrong, which means that even though I hadn't set up my artillery until after the match started, mine couldn't hit his anyway. It was a total loss. They're not going to get anything done here. They're about to rout. One more shot will take them out here. So I initially rushed all my cav up here, sir, up the hill, but I saw his infantry was doing the same. Decided to come down off the hill. One of my Yariki is going to charge into this Black Bear here and get a decent number of kills. It's pretty decent charge. Probably 20 to 30 men in that first downhill charge, nice downhill charge, but now they're getting kind of brutalized in melee here. Sending more of my Yariki off here. I'm going to have to engage his cav with my cav. He has significantly more, especially since I just used my first one, but my Shogunate Guard cav does have a good inspiration aura, as all elite units in Fall of the Samurai do, which helps their morale and also, I think, fighting stats. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, my cav are not doing so well. The Shogunate Guard cav is doing pretty well, sir. And some of his other units are low, and there goes the rest of my cav. So lost my artillery, lost my cav. I did get the chance to set up all my infantry in this nice line here, and I do still have my general. His artillery is now going to just help all my units, and it's looking pretty bad for me. I do have the morale shrine though, which means that my units have great morale. They're not going to rout nearly as quickly as his units. I also generally bring the flogging officer retainer, which gives all his line infantry bonus. So he kind of screws up here and tries to charge his cav into my line. He barely makes it, but 3 units of cav, wavering, and they're just gonna break as soon as they get in here. They did a little bit of damage to my Imperial Infantry, to both my Imperial Infantries, but that's about it. He had a huge cav advantage over me, and he just threw it away basically to try and rout these two units of line infantry. They're just Imperial Infantry too. Like they're not. They're rank 1. I just give them suppressive fire, and all the ones on this one routed. And he did rout this one unit here, but I do have this other one that's still at 74 men. And I've got my Imperial Guard Infantry and the Shinsengumi police force over here, and he's got, I don't know, a decent firing angle. I'm doing pretty well though. 50, 60 kills, and only lost 20 men, 30 men. These guys have lost, almost 50 men, but they're also still firing. So he sort of brings his along. I slide these Shinsengumi police over to the side, and they just open up and rout these Black Bear infantry. His general's getting a little close here, moving at my Imperial infantry. Because I've got my Imperial Guard in these trees here, they do get a little bit of a cover bonus. And he never quite moved his Black Bears up into a place where they could fire very well. Yeah, you see, they really don't have a good angle on most of my line here, so he probably could have routed this Imperial Guard infantry if he had just done this. I think at this point, I just flatten out my line here, bring up my general to use his revolvers here and see if he can pump out this line battle. His general here charges straight into my weakened Imperial infantry, and he's going to rout that pretty quick. Yeah, sir. But so at this point, I noticed his general is a traditional general, and he bonsai'd and rallied. So I ran my general back and keep going back. My general's is a modern general, and we're in the river here, which desperately impairs cav. He will catch up to me though and murder my general miserably, but oh, goodbye.
Good news, sir.
There goes his whole general's bodyguard. I baited him back straight into my hidden Yugekitai and destroyed his whole general. And now the rally he used on his general before he charged has run out. He has no general, and his units are all going, and I have the morale shrine, and so all his units are going to rout miserably like the cowards they are, while I go and clean up the rest of this Vermilion Bird Force and his Armstrong force. I have to say, I was pretty lucky that he wasted all his cav, and 2, that he charged his general at my general and tried to chase back. Otherwise, this Yugekitai would have been, a waste of 1,500 koku. He gets some decent shots off here as my general starts to approach, but they just rout because there's nobody else on the field. And that is the game. So it's a pretty exciting battle. Mistakes were made by both of us, and I pulled it out in the end. Thanks for watching, and I'll try and do some more videos. See you later.